And here we go. This is going to be quick and to the point because let's face it, UFC 88 was not that great.
It was pretty decent.
It was not that great. Decent, fine, whatever. First fight of the night was Dong Kim. That's the greatest MMA name ever.
Dong Kim versus Matt Brown.
And Dong won in a split decision. I could see it going either way. Whatever.
That dude was all over Matt Brown's back like a monkey, dude.
Oh yeah, in the
that
first
shit was
round.
wild looking.
But then the second round was and third round push, whatever.
Right.
Now the disappointment of the night for me was Carl Parisian hurt his back, and I could not see my boy Yoshida fight. I was looking forward to that.
I think a lot of people were.
Yeah. Now, on to Martin versus Nate Marquardt.
Right.
I don't think there's anything in the ring that Martin didn't get hit with.
Yeah.
Nate just destroyed that.
He just worked him from the moment the fight started. He just threw everything at him and basically got the win.
Now,
but got the win, and that's it. I don't got anything else to say about the shit.
I have a bad habit of cutting Kevin off. It's my New Year's resolution.
Anyway, moving on to Dan Henderson versus.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Yeah, it is my birthday. I'm 1 year older. Don't need to be reminded of that shit, seeing that I'm creeping way up in there. Anyway.
On to the next fight. Dan Henderson versus Housemere.
I don't fucking know how to say his name. But, you know, and guys, correct us if you want. And make your comments and your post-fight analysis and everything. Because we're just here to kind of get a whole forum started. So we want to hear what you guys' thoughts are on everything.
I like how the dude's nickname translates to Tree Stump. Because that dude was thick from top to bottom. He had no neck. He had giant cat. I mean, dude was just huge.
And it didn't matter.
No.
Anyway, moving on to the next fight.
Dan stuck and moved the whole thing, all 3 rounds. Unanimous decision, Dan Henderson. Now, the fight of the rednecks. These, seriously, they look like they went out on the interstate, found 2 guys, said, we'll give you free gas. Just get in there and beat the shit. This looked like some UFC. Yeah,
those boys went for it, though.
Oh, went for it. Tim destroyed that cat. He's like, I'm getting my gas, boy. Got gas for life.
It lasted, what, about
a
couple minutes into the first round? That was it. It was done.
Now,
we breezed through that because it wasn't much excitement in those first 4 fights. I thought Rich Franklin, I was excited to see him move up to the 205 class. He fought Matt Hamill. I've never thought Matt Hamill was a slouch. I actually thought he got the edge on Bisping when he fought overseas. What do you think about Franklin?
I know I made the comment that if Franklin loses this, he should retire. Because here's my idea. In my opinion, he's not going to hold the belt at 185.
Right.
He's not going to hold the belt at 205. Right. And I don't know about any of you out there, but me, I don't want to be the second best or the third best guy. I want to be the man.
Right.
Now, he might win the 205 belt, but I don't know. Right. I don't think he can personally. But he looked good.
He did look good.
I mean, he just handled Matt Hamill from top to bottom.
I mean, he put him down with a kick to basically the kidneys, ribs, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I thought he kicked him. I wasn't, at the moment it happened, I wasn't really paying attention. I thought he caught him upside his head. And Trell was saying, no, he hit him in his body. And he just rolled over like a shot turtle. And basically, then he went on that motherfucker. And Mario Yamasaki was like, we're not having no more of this shit, man. That was a good debut at 205 for Rich Franklin. I'm curious to see who's going to fight next. He looked good. I'd like to hear what everybody out there thinks about that fight and what you guys think about Rich Franklin being at the 205 class.
Now, depending on how you see this next fight, it is either the fight of the night or the disappointment of the night.
Right.
I didn't see this coming. I will never pick Rashad Evans to ever win a fight. Right. I don't care who he fights. I just don't like the guy. I'm never going to pick him. But in all honesty, he hit Chuck with a nasty right. That was one of the most vicious knockouts I've ever seen.
It was vicious.
It was a little unnerving. It made me feel a little uncomfortable, but it happens.
And you got to think, man, Liddell's been knocked out 4 of his last, 6 or 7 fights? I don't know what it is. He's 30. The guy's an incredible fighter. He's been a great. But, man, when you get hit and you get those kind of knockouts, anybody who fights will tell you, when you've gotten knocked out that many times, it fucks your balance. It can fuck you up. Sometimes you got to say, okay, maybe there's something, maybe I want to wrap it up and stuff like that before you really get hurt. Yeah. Now, before we go on real quick, to Rashad Evans' defense, I really didn't like the guy. I think a lot of people out there did not like the guy because he's a methodical fighter. He's kind of boring. He fights, he studies up on who he's going to fight, and then he fights that fight, kind of like Bernard Hopkins, kind of like Larry Holmes did. And it's boring, and people want to see knockouts. They want to see action. They want to see aggression, and you didn't see that. But, man, you know what? He's straight, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That guy can fight. I mean, it's a reason that he's fucking 17-0-1. It's a reason that he won the Ultimate Fighter. It's because he studies his opponents and he knows what he needs to do to get the win. And you can't discredit the guy for that. I can't discredit the guy anymore for that. He looked good against Liddell, and I like to see him fight you know, maybe force. Yeah.
I mean, he has to, right?
You know,
I mean, there's no one left for him to fight.
Yeah. I mean, you know, let us know what you guys think about that matchup, Evans versus Griffin. That would be a great fight. Let us know.
Adios, wonderful people
Take
out
care,
there.
everybody.